Well, hello everyone. Manny Make 25 here, and here to talk to you about right here is something for Cake Package Wireless. And basically, what you see right here are some pictures that for my first birthday that I went and put together right here, and as well as like for picture right here was me with technology and for ID security, and for Matthew's first birthday homework, and then you have right here is the phone, the cell phone I have now, and as well as the buttons right here. But you see right here is that for Cake Package Wireless, and I'm sure most of us can remember like that the things that maybe they wanted, for their birthdays. If it, one of those was like a cell phone or any shirts or anything like that, or if it's any type of toys that include like any knobs or anything like that, that buttons and knobs that kids want to be real curious about. But talk about say for Cake Package Wireless, that type of phone to where that with it would have a number of things included, which I'm sure most of us can remember that if their parents or anybody who have had any of those pagers around those pagers that you use them back in the old days to where you call a number and just for that person to be paged, and it's like thinking about I'm like back at back early about maybe early 1995 that they use pagers a lot of times, and now they have these wireless phones. And like Warren, that I'm like, yeah, that you may not have gotten that on your birthday either, but let's just say for most birthday presents to where you have right here is like with me right here, as well as the desserts right here to where that with the birthday cake that we may want to learn some basic recipes. Like Warren to where really I'm like, can a phone do that? Can a phone do that to where it keeps track of the recipes, as well as if you want to learn a certain cake mix or brownie mix or bakery product or anything like that, so far as here for Cake Package. And like Warren to where really I'm like that with the phone though, that a phone that more like would include like a search engine such as Google or Yahoo search or any type of search engine for the wireless, to where you get an account for like Google or Yahoo or some internet site like that, and wondering that, yep, well, allow the device to be able to mark to use the phone's location. So if you're going to be out at the park or a party somewhere, or maybe out somewhere, or maybe at work or something like that, and the phone will be able to pick up the GPS signal from the phone's location, and like Warren to where that what do we think about that, to where that with the Cake Package Wireless, to where if we would actually do the homework and thinking about with the phone though, the phone system, to where that do we really need a phone that follows us anywhere we go, especially to where that includes going to school or church events, or if it's any gatherings or anything like that, or like Warren to where look at these pictures right here and thinking that going to the park or somewhere like that, like Warren to where that you take a phone with you, and the phone's going to maybe use the location, especially if you're going to have like an account on a Google. It is on Google Map, and I'm sure that most kids, like with me here with these pictures right here, I've only been about maybe about only about 12 months old, so I was only turning about a year old in some of these pictures right here. Like Warren to where what's Google? Like well, what's DPS? One of my first words about thinking about whenever you get a birthday present, and you like Warren to where that it's something that you push a few knobs or something like that, and like Warren to where yeah, use a hand tool right here. Like kids are going to be that curious to know what's this. What's that? But other than that, knowing about that, you have right here is like M for my initial right here, and I'll go ahead and put right here is another M right there. But it's like, yeah, like with technology to where you gotten better about per year, and I also put right here on by the year 2018 to what to expect with technology, to where if it's going to be anything about trying to get the pen to work right here. But anyway, you buy by the year 2018, and thinking about that with anything that more likely that we may see announced on the market or anything like that, in the stores. But on the other hand, that thinking necessarily to where that whenever I look at these and think about the thought that counts to where any gifts that you're given to where like they're thinking about, oh yeah, well he can, like, they could probably use that or something, or you pick out something at the store. But on your hand, at the with the phone here too, and this right here would be a picture right here of the phone that I'm using, and thinking necessarily to where that, yeah, that you look at the phone, and if you're going to be taking it anywhere with you, anywhere you go, and like thinking about, really, doesn't that bother anybody to where that the phone will be following you, such as that, yeah, that well, with the phone, you're going to be using it. You're going to have about maybe 12,000, is it about 1,200 minutes on there, and maybe about unlimited to 12,000 texts or something like that. And you're like wondering to where, yeah, you get a birthday present, and then somebody that may say that ever since you were about 5 years old that you wanted to play with one of those toy phones, and now 18 years later, or maybe 20 years later, you get yourself a, if we want to call it, such as new toy, you want to get like a new device, such as a new toy, like a cell phone, or like a Paco phone, or if it's an iPhone, or iPhone 7 or anything like that, and thinking necessarily to where yeah, that what does this button do, but thinking that yeah, well, you can do a number of things with the phone right here. That includes to where that yeah, you could even schedule your doctor's appointments on there, and that type of stuff, doing scheduling as well as for anything that's really the homework wise. And you're like wondering to where the pagers that people used maybe back in the old days, to where they remember that you call the number and you had the person page, but nowadays, like with these phones right here, to where yeah, that all this stuff, and thinking for the cake package, to where that one of them to keep in memory, to where a recipe for maybe the brownies, cakes, or anything like that. But this is something to remember by, is to where that yeah, anybody who's just getting started, to where you kind of look back, and a lot of things that we can remember getting, maybe from our first birthday, or maybe from our 10th birthday, and thinking about, really, and like, where did all of our education come from? Did it really come from a special gift, or maybe from a birthday, or maybe if it was just like something at Admire or something like that, something for appreciation, graduation, whichever it is. So thinking about is to where that the cake package wireless, to where that you have a phone, and thinking about that what that phone can do so much more. But one of those things could be, it's to where that yeah, whenever you turn the age of 18, that you could like say, yeah, well, it's other than if you have the funds just to be able to the income just to be able to buy the phone, but then on your hand too, knowing about how it works and how it's used. So I like wondering to where that like with me though, with the birthday cake, to where that yeah, what was the one thing that you wished for whenever you were first blowing out the candles? One of those could have been maybe as to where maybe a Play-Doh, a kit, or maybe a coloring book. I think if I can remember, I had gotten a couple of coloring books, but one of those, of course, yeah, I think from my second or third birthday down, a number of things that the phone does is to where that you would like to have a phone to where you can go and call somebody and want to talk to them about something, or it could have been for any other matter. And like thinking about, yeah, you like to have a phone, phone of your own, and more likely they say for anybody's attention to where that they would like to have their own phone, to where they can make their own calls and do their own stuff. But on your hand too, do we really, the question goes by as to where, do we need a phone that follows us for anywhere we go? And I'm sure that they say that, yeah, well, you get used to it after a while. I'm like, yeah, the teachers maybe at the schools that need to contact you for any reason, and that there are some locations to where they say that phones are not allowed either. But on the average, to where that with the phone, to where that there are some things you basically need with it. So it's like nowadays, to where that there are some places to where that even in the doctor's offices, to where they say that it's important to have your phone with you at certain times. And but on the other hand too, knowing about, I'm like, really, y'all think about before I had this technology. But on the other hand too, thinking about, yep, from between where we're at now, where we were, But then on your hand and thinking about it, it's like for Cake Package Wireless, about knowing about how it works and think about it, it's like for improve for the better. But thanks and have a great day and thanks for watching.